very much. Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. And my colleague as the Honorable Member has introduced, the African Continental Free Trade Area was launched in March 2018 following the African Heads of Government's agreement to establish a continental free trade area. The agreement is set to be signed by all 55 member states of the African Union, bringing together 1.2 billion people with a combined gross domestic product of more than $2 trillion. So the main objectives of the African Continental Free Trade Area is to create a single continental market for goods and services with free movement of business persons and investments, and thus pave the way for accelerating the establishment of the customs union. It also aims at expanding intra-African trade through better harmonization and coordination of trade, liberalization and facilitation, and instruments across the REPs and across Africa in general. The African Continental Free Trade Area is also expected to enhance competitiveness at the industry and enterprise level through exploitation of opportunities for scale production, continental market access, and better reallocation of resources. It will also resolve the challenges of multiple overlapping memberships and expedite the regional and continental integration processes. There is great potential for collaboration between European Union and African Union in order to achieve common objectives in areas of trade and development. European Union can further the economic partnership agreements designed to promote trade and development in developing countries. But these economic partnership agreements should be guided by the will to effectively implement and fully achieve the sustainable development goals to eradicate poverty and reduce all kinds of inequalities. There are areas that need to be improved in regards to development cooperation and global challenges. Areas such as climate change, food security, health, and migration. Protection of biodiversity and ecosystems, and the sustainable management of natural resources while mitigating and adapting to the effects of climate change are instrumental in promoting human well-being, addressing inequalities, achieving sustainable and inclusive development, and building resilient and peaceful societies, and should underpin all focal areas of cooperation in the future. Migration is a hot topic for the European Union. It is crucial that the new partnership safeguards a positive narrative on migration, and any mention of migration and asylum seekers included in the new agreement makes reference to the human rights first and foremost. The fight against human trafficking should be highlighted, and women and unaccompanied minors must be given particular attention. The agreement has to recognize and promote international protection. More options for regular channels for migration should be provided. A common approach on migration should be pursued, which does not entail the imposition of solely European interests. Human rights, dignity, and development objectives need to be at the core of any agreement on migration, rather than migration management and border control objectives. European Union supports trade and investments and the development of inter-regional infrastructure in Africa. And in support of the realization of the African continental economic integration, there is need for continued support in programs that focus on lowering technical barriers to trade and harmonizing African policies, standards, and regulations, including the digital and air transport markets. We're looking at the African Continental Free Trade Area as the main instrument for trade for free trade agreement with the European Union. Donor-recipient relationships are a thing of the past, well, as reciprocal commitments are the way forward. African Continental Free Trade Area, Africa needs true and fair partnerships, and Europe needs these partnerships just as much.